are here to react to Britney Spears' Mind Your Business. I've actually only just noticed that the title is in all caps, and I love that because it gives a really like bombastic, explosive feeling, which I think goes well with the name of the song. Because I mean, with the title like Mind Your Business, I definitely think that she's gonna be talking about people who keep getting in her business. Like, that seems pretty clear. And you know, that could be everybody, because the whole society is obsessed with knowing what Britney's doing and what she's up to. And obviously, like, the media is always on her, paparazzi, all of that. That's been a really big part of her history. So I hope that this is her getting to sort of like let her feelings out regarding this, and maybe that's why the title is in all caps. I've been a Britney fan like my whole life. I was a little girl, and like as soon as I started listening to music, like Britney was my number one, and she's been my number one this whole time. If you ask me who my favorite artist is, like my whole life, I would have said Britney. So this is a really exciting moment for me. Of course, because the last, 13 years were really difficult with the whole situation. We don't need to talk about it. You all know what I mean. Honestly, I was almost kind of a little emotional when I found out about this song. But the thing with this song is that it's kind of a mystery. We don't know if it was recorded recently or if it's like from the Britney Jean era. Because of will.i.am's involvement, he was heavily involved in the Britney Jean album, which was like 2013, I think. So this could be like a from the vault kind of situation where this was an unreleased from Britney Jean. Which honestly, I would still be excited about, especially if it was unreleased, because like her team at the time didn't want to let her release it. Maybe they didn't want the lyrics out, I don't know. Or maybe she actually decided that it wouldn't be released because there were just better tracks to pick for Britney Jean back then, but now it's seeing the light of day, and I'm really excited. I really do enjoy a lot of like unreleased or demos from Britney and from a bunch of other artists. So it being like old and just not released back then doesn't really make me less excited. I do worry a little bit about it being from Britney Jean because if you're a Britney fan, you already know this, but this is a very controversial album. They messed with her vocals way too much. They put the backing vocals way too loud and like over her and replacing her in some parts. And it's just like the songs are not that good. Like the production is not that good. It's definitely considered by the majority of the fan base to be her worst album. I do agree with that. And now I do have 3 songs from Britney Jean that I actually really love and I listen to all the time. And then I have maybe 3 or 4 others that I'll listen to occasionally, but kind of rarely. So, if it's somewhere in between these songs, I'm gonna like it regardless, I think. I did see that she wrote this and like co-produced it, which does make me excited because we all know that the album that she had the most participation, like active participation in producing, is Blackout, which is still considered not just by the fans, but by pretty much everybody as being one of the best pop albums of all time, definitely her best. My personal favorite is Britney, but I do agree that objectively Blackout is like at the top. So, usually she knows what she's doing when she's allowed creative freedom to do what she wants. I don't know, I think it's kind of fun that this song is like such a mystery. Nobody knows for sure if it's from now or from back in like 2010. There were some rumors before the song was announced that she was working on something with will.i.am like now, so maybe she did work on it right now, but at the same time she did say that she's not really interested, at least at the moment, in being kind of in the music industry. But she did post a pre-save link to the song on her Instagram, so she's not against it, and that's why we're excited about it. Before we start, because I'm already late, it's like, I don't know, 1:30, 2 in the morning, way past midnight, it's releasing at midnight. I want to say, people, please, for the love of God, learn what AI is. I need people to learn what an AI actually is, because people have been saying that like the picture for the single cover is AI. Some people said that the vocals from the little snippet that will.i.am posted is AI. And like that's very clearly Britney's voice. Like if you don't think it's her voice, I'm gonna assume that you've only ever listened to like Baby One More Time and Toxic in your whole life, because that's very clearly her voice. And also the photo, it's an old photo, it's from 2003, but it's from a photo shoot. It's an actual photo. It's definitely not AI. AI is when you literally like conjure something up that doesn't exist, like a picture that was never taken doesn't exist. That's clearly not the case. Like the pictures are out there, you just have to Google it. Please stop with the conspiracy theories. Like Britney doesn't deserve that, and some of you are sounding unhinged. So please don't come into my comments with that sort of stuff. Please. Other than that, like, feel free to tell me if you like the song, if you don't, what you think about, I don't know, Britney in general, but just keep the weird conspiracy theories not here, because I don't think it's fair to her, okay? Please. Thank you. Okay, so we're about to start. Ready? My expectations are kind of high, but also kind of low, because I always keep my expectations low and the Britney Jean thing, but also, I don't know, we've waited a long time for a new Britney song. Let's go. So I'm just gonna stop talking. Oh my god. What? Whoa. Okay, so the beginning is basically the same thing they put in the teaser, and I really like that beat, actually. There's something kind of like dramatic about it, and it gets me hyped. It really does. And then what was Britney saying? Like, where's she at? Where's she at? For some reason that hit kind of funny, but I like it. I do like it. Let me go back a little bit and see what she's saying now. Mind your B, mind your B, mind your B. Why does that hit? That actually hits. That hits. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, it's a little bit repetitive because we're going right back to the sort of chorus, I guess, the mind your business, bitch. But it's interesting. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so definitely about like a lack of boundaries and a lack of privacy, because people are like in the sky watching them. I guess they're talking about drones, and then you see the camera and like pose, but don't pose, because if they're invading your privacy, don't pose. Yeah, see? Ooh! Oh, I love that. Oh. Wait. I actually love that. It's the first kind of like proper verse that we got on the song. Like the structure of the song is all over the place. I really like that. I love her vocals. They're way clearer than the Britney Jean era for sure. What did she say at the end? What about the economy? Hold on, I'm gonna go back. Downtown, uptown, everywhere I turn around. Yeah, people on her everywhere that she goes. I kind of love the snaps on Snap Snap. That kind of goes hard. I love that lyric too. Snap Snap is the sound, because like everywhere that she goes and everywhere she turns, she just hears the like snap snap of the paparazzi camera. Wait. She said, I am the economy. She is so right. Like, okay, this song is really irreverent and campy, and I'm enjoying it, but it's also giving me flashbacks. Like, when she said the Snap Snap thing, all I can think about is like those videos from like 2007, 2006, or 8, where all you hear is the from the hundreds of paparazzi all around her. Honestly, when she said paparazzi shot me, that's kind of a cool like double thing, because it makes me feel like they shot her with a gun, like they're taking her life. Maybe it's not even that deep, I'm just reading it that way, but it certainly hit me that way, like paparazzi shot me. Oh my god, like they're basically trying to kill her, which honestly, it really must feel that way sometimes. Like, I can't imagine. And then when she says, I am the economy, first of all, that's hilarious. That's really campy, and it really reminds me of a documentary that I watched like many years ago, and it was about this one paparazzi agency that was literally dedicated just to following Britney. It wasn't like an agency and they had a lot of people following Britney. No, like a whole agency with multiple photographers only dedicated to following just her. It was the most terrifying and gross thing I've ever seen in my life. And they explained like, oh, some pictures of her can sell up to $1 million. So to the paparazzi, it should definitely is the economy, especially back then, because now obviously with social media, like pictures of famous people, I don't think they go by that much money anymore. I hope not. This part is so funny, but it kind of goes hard. The sign of a bop is that you instantly want to sing along and dance to it, and this has it. That part was just like, where's she at, where's she at? I said it was kind of funny in the beginning, and it is, but it repeats so much, and it's giving me the impression that it's as chaotic as the paparazzi. Because imagine being Britney, you step out, and then everybody around you is like, hey Britney, look over here, like, where are you going, blah, blah, blah. And so the repetition of that, like, where's she at, where's she at, where's she at, where do you go, where'd she go, or whatever she says, I don't think that's exactly what she says, gives me that idea that like she's surrounded by a bunch of people and they're all like repeating the same thing and yelling at her like, Britney, Britney. And that is really clever, especially for such just like a campy, fun song, to have something like that. I really like that. vocal effect, that is very 2010. Actually, a lot of production elements might kind of be reminiscent of that time. Oh! I'm so sick of all these looky-loos is such a funny lyric also. Like, what is going on? Oh! What did she say? Did she say she's gonna send the dogs out if they don't get out of her face? Oh my god, like queen of having guard dogs. I don't know if that's a good thing, but it kind of hits as a line. Just a song lyric. The woof is so funny. Like, what are they doing with this song? It's the campiest thing ever. Do we know? Wait, oh my god. That is genius. She's like, you know what happens when the dogs come out? None of your business. Oh my god, I love that. I'm gonna listen to that None of Your Business again because I want to pay more attention to the effects. Oh! That... Oh! Oh my god, this choir at the end coming in from absolutely nowhere, that was so cool. That actually hit really hard. I love that. There was like this like in the instrumental, like in the melody, that was really cool also. And then in the end, I honestly thought that it was over, and then there's that random bitch at the end. That was so funny. Okay, so final thoughts. I actually really like this song. I like it more than I thought that I would, because I was trying to be positive and I was really excited, but I was also like, it's a Britney Jean thing, isn't it? And it might be, but I actually like it better than I like at least half of Britney Jean, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think this is better than Scream and Shout, at least for me. Maybe objectively it's not, but for me it's more fun. I was wondering, because of the teaser that had the Scream and Shout sample, if that was gonna be in the song. I'm kind of glad that it isn't. Like, that's a fun song, but that's its own thing, and I'm glad that this is a separate thing. The production, it does have some strange elements, but I like that it's kind of all over the place. It changes a lot throughout, so that keeps me excited. It repeats a lot, but it changes a lot also, so I don't know, I never knew what to expect. And then the choir at the end is really cool. Like I said throughout, I like her vocals. They're really clear. In the end, there are effects on them, but I don't mind that as long as you can hear her well. It's definitely like not a masterpiece. This is not trying to be an intellectual song. It's clearly just a fun, energy-filled, full of camp bop, and I love that. I think the world needs that. I love that. I can't just listen to serious songs all the time. And I can already tell, because like I have that itch in the back of my head that I want to listen to it again. I can tell that I'm gonna continue listening to this like a lot, because it just makes me want to dance, and it makes me happy because it's funny and it's campy and it's not taking itself like too seriously. That's so good. I know that maybe if you wanted like a super huge masterpiece from Britney, which we know she can deliver for sure, this is not it. But it's fun, it's enjoyable, and I hope she's happy with it. I hope that she's satisfied with it. So yeah, I know I'm gonna keep listening to it, and to me it's a bop. I'm really pleased with it, like way more than I thought I would be. I'm very happy. But anyways, let me know what you think of it, and please give me a like if you enjoyed this reaction, and I guess subscribe if you would like. I filmed a reaction for Kesha's Gag Order when it came out. I have not had the time to edit it. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to, but you know, someday it's gonna be out. If Britney decides that she wants to grace us with more music someday, it's also gonna be out. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have any content for you anytime soon, but if you would like, definitely subscribe. You will be very welcome here. Let me know what you thought of the song. Mwah.